Hello and welcome back to my channel again. My name is David, and today I'll be giving you a review of my gaming setups. Yes, so this right here is the main thing. Look at that beautiful rainbow color, kind of glistens in sunlight. It's a beautiful day outside. This right here is the Asus Zephyrus M15. This laptop came out in 2020. It currently has the Core i7 10700H processor. So it's basically just a 10th gen Intel i7 processor. It's not really powerful, it's not really energy efficient, but it also has the NVIDIA RTX 2060 GPU. So I'm gonna go here and show you what I'm talking about. Oh, this is my monitor. It's a 32-inch 2K display that is on a VESA adjustable mount. Look at that beauty. Cable management is kind of lackluster, but it is really nice. It's connected to my laptop through DisplayPort. And the reason you use DisplayPort and not the HDMI port, which is over here, is because DisplayPort connects directly, or in this laptop, the DisplayPort connects directly to the GPU, so you don't have loss of FPS. But before I show you the specs, let me show you the port selection. So you have a vent here, you have the 230 watt power connector. The brick is absolutely massive. This is an Ethernet port, quite useful. A HDMI port, I believe it's HDMI 2.2 or 2.0, one of them. This is a USB-A port. This one is the faster of the three USB-A ports. This is a microphone port, and this is a headphone port. So this laptop actually does not have a camera. So I'm actually gonna put the phone down and show you really quickly. Just enjoy the view as I open it up. So it does not have a camera. This is what it looks like. It is just sleek and clean. It has full RGB keyboard. These, I believe, are just vents. Gets pretty hot during gaming. Yeah, look at that beautiful keyboard. It has sort of like a fabricy, like a velvet texture to it. Yeah. So no camera, because that's what Asus does with their Zephyrus lineup. But yeah, you have those ports over there. And then over here, you have your USB-C 3.0 port. I believe it's Thunderbolt 3. I currently have DisplayPort connected to it. You have two USB-A ports. This one is my trackball mouse, and this one is connected to my RGB keyboard, which can actually do pretty cool stuff, like blink. You can turn up the brightness. It's really dope. Right now you don't see anything on it because it's connected to my monitor, but I will get to that really quickly. But yeah, it has three lights. This shows you if it's on, this shows you the battery. Right now, it's amber because it's below 80%. And the blinking shows that the memory or the SSD is working. So it has an ROG Zephyrus right there. So this is the M15. It's a very gorgeous laptop. I love it so much. But I think it's better if I show you on the monitor itself. So if you go over to Windows, ignore the chair over there, sorry about that. But you can see this is the i7-10750H CPU. It has a base frequency of 2.6 gigahertz, but it can boost up to 5 gigahertz. One really cool thing about this laptop is that you can actually undervote the CPU by going to BIOS, and basically under undervolting the CPU means you're making the CPU use as little power as possible, because in these gaming laptops, the most important thing is the GPU. Like if you look over here, this is the NVIDIA RTX 2060 GPU. We don't really care much about the CPU. The CPU is kind of holding us back, kind of. What we want is for the CPU to use as little power as possible, making the laptop as cool as possible, but giving as much power as possible to the GPU. So fun fact, the CPU's fan is over here. The GPU's fan is over here. They both run independently. They have a massive coil on the back, beneath the keyboard, and it's just like incredible thermal like efficiency. It's a very beautiful laptop when you take it apart. Yeah, so look at that. It has a terabyte of storage. It has 6 gigs of VRAM for the GPU, but it also has the integrated graphics. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM. And yeah, that's the CPU right there. So let me know if you want to see how to undervolt this thing. I currently have the undervolt offset to -70, which for most of you will not understand, but it just means that it's drawing less power than it normally does. The CPU is drawing less power than it normally does, meaning when I don't have like graphically demanding task, it does not use as much power, meaning it does not get as hot, meaning it can last longer off charge. You can charge it with the USB port, but it only takes 65 watts. Whenever I charge it with the USB port, I have a 100 watt brick, but it only takes 65 watts, and you can't really power the GPU and the CPU with 65 watts. So you need the 230 watt brick, which, as I said before, it's pretty huge. This is it over here. I'm gonna go back here. But yeah, so this is the main thing, and then this is my RGB keyboard. It's not a mechanical keyboard or anything, but it's just, I got it for like 20 something dollars. It's incredibly beautiful. I love this bad boy. This is my RGB track mouse. It's just your standard Windows track mouse or trackball mouse. This is the forward, backwards. This is the normal left shift, right shift, the scroll wheel. This is to change the lights. Yep. You can connect it to 3 different places. So right now it's connected through 2.4 gigahertz dongle. So that's the USB. I don't know if you can see that if it focuses. That's the USB symbol. Then it has 2 Bluetooth connections. And the off button, the DPI is set to the max because I just love it like that. But yeah, you can also take the trackball out. I'm not sure why you want to. Oh, actually, I took it out yesterday just because I wanted to clean. It gets dirty inside there, but this is the trackball itself. Boom. Yeah. The keyboard is very, very good. It's a 65% keyboard. It's very light. It connects through USB-C. But yeah, this is my gaming setup. I normally just have, let's put the monitor over there real quick and bring the laptop down. I have the laptop mounted to this custom 3D printed Asus ROG dock. I used the dock for my my handheld, my ROG Ally, but now it works perfectly for the laptop. I actually got this laptop used, so it's a bit scratched. Normally, I take really good care of my tech, so sorry if this is a bit like scratched. But the previous owner did not do a good job maintaining it. When I opened it up, underneath there were like pet hair. So I had to like go in there and clean all that so it could like breathe better. But I have this dock here so it lifts the laptop off the table and so the laptop can breathe better. Yeah, no, look, like, yeah, let me give you the specs. So the downside kind of having a laptop such as an NVIDIA with an NVIDIA RTX GPU is that you have to download so much. For example, when I had my Mac, all I needed to do was just download like an update from Apple in the settings, but no. Here, not only do you have to download the NVIDIA drivers, yeah, you have to download the NVIDIA drivers, but you have to update it on Windows. But not only do you have to update it on Windows, you also have to go to the my Asus app and download the My Asus updates. Yeah, and not only do you have to do that, you also have to go to the Intel drivers and download an update from Intel. And after you do all that, you also have to like go to the BIOS. If you don't have to, but you could go to the BIOS, update things, and yeah, make it run as efficiently as possible. So this is the NVIDIA Hub. It's really great. I brought you here because I want to show you the games that I play on this. So these aren't exactly like low-powered games, but I would tell you the specs of them. This laptop does get really loud when I game, but it plays them really well. It says low right now, but on Batman Arkham Knight, I run this game at high settings. Everything is on, ray tracing is on, everything is on. And I get 90 frames per second on this game, okay? It is pretty insane. On Halo, I haven't actually tested it on Halo, but I know that on GTA 5, oh, before I move on to that, on Batman Arkham Knight, with 90 frames per second, the GPU was only utilizing like 80%. So it wasn't pushing itself to the max. You need to remember that because on GTA 5, I got 60 frames per second, but I was only using 50% of the GPU at high graphics settings, really high graphics settings. So 60 frames per second, but I was only using 55% of the laptop's power. Cyberpunk is a different story. This is a very graphically demanding game. I was playing at 50 frames per second, but I was using 90% of my GPU. Forza was kind of surprising. I was playing at high settings, so I think it was ultra settings, and I was using 90% of my GPU, but I was getting 100 frames per second. I haven't tested Star Wars Jedi or Red Dead Redemption 2, but I know that this laptop is a beast. It's better than the 1660 Ti and the 1060 GPU, I believe. No, I believe it was gonna come with this. It came with the 1660 Ti, the 2060, and the 2070. I have the 2060, and of course the 2060 is better than the lesser powered one. But yeah, no, it's a gorgeous, like, I look at this laptop and I'm like, despite the scratches, it's just gorgeous. Maybe I should get like a D brand skin, but no, I just really like this. It is a bit scratched up, but I love it. Look at that RG logo. Stay positive, yes sir. You can see the lights from the outside even when it's closed. But yeah, let me know what games you want me to play on this. My monitor here is adjustable. Yeah, so I can just push that back. And yeah, let me know what you think of my gaming setup. I really love it. I got this laptop for $480 used after taxes. Did I make a good purchase? Let me know. This keyboard was only like $20, and so this mouse is like $25. The monitor was $160 after taxes, but it's just so beautiful. Like, look at that. Tell me you're gonna look at this and you don't think it's beautiful. Like, look at the monitor mount. Yeah, the cable management is pretty crazy, but look at those peripherals. It's a gorgeous monitor. Look at that. Yeah, when I see this, I'm like, I made a good purchase, you know? Yeah, and it doesn't have built-in speakers. These are just vents. So these are like, this is a button to control everything, like power. Yeah, I can actually show you. I have a video of this monitor on my page, but you can control everything from like the display, the color, the gaming setups, the advanced settings, the inputs, the system settings. It has overdrive. It's 120 hertz, and the laptop actually outputs at 144 hertz through DisplayPort only. If you use the HDMI, you only output to like 60 hertz. If you use HDMI, fun fact, if you use the HDMI, you actually, the 2060 GPU passes its information through the integrated GPU. Let me show you that really quickly. It passes the information. So the 2060, if you use HDMI, passes the information through the Intel UHD graphics GPU. You don't want that. You do not want that. Trust me. It reduces your power a lot. And when you connect it to the DisplayPort, you can actually get like 5 to 6 more FPS while playing, because the GPU is connected straight and directly to the monitor. Only if your monitor has overdrive. And if you look at this here, let me see. Yeah, this monitor does have overdrive, meaning it's connected directly to the GPU on the laptop. So NVIDIA is controlling the FPS. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did my research and that was what I found out about this. Yeah, let me know if you want me to go to the BIOS and show you how to undervolt it. Tell you what upgrades you should do for making it as efficient as possible. How to clean it. I've actually opened up this laptop. It's quite beautiful inside. I bought a replacement battery, so if you want a video on me replacing the battery, let me know that too. Just let me know what you want. Like, I love this laptop. Let me know if you want to see me play games on this. I finally have time because school is over. But yeah, it's a beautiful laptop. If you want a more in-depth review of it, I got you. Look at this, look at my wallpaper. Isn't that cool? I got it from Wallpaper Engine. Yeah, let me know if you want to see where the mount is from. The mount was like $22 before taxes. If you want the 3D print dock, also let me know. It was originally for like an Asus RG Ally, but I didn't really want to use a handheld anymore because it just wasn't as much power as I wanted. So yeah, this is my gaming setup. Boom, boom. Oh, also my headphones. Yeah, look at that. I'm just gonna put that there for you. And also for me, I'm just admiring the setup, you know? Yeah. Make sure to just comment whatever you want to see. I'm always down to tell you more about my setup. Yeah, stay positive, stay safe. Love you guys. Bye.